Nope, rimmed out. If I don't get to the sword this time, I'm just gonna go the long way around. Eat the time loss. Oh. Ba-da-dum. Way too early. Way too early. Good. Oh, and then I went the wrong way. I'm gonna pay her for I want the 50 rupees that are in that chest, and I need to kill 3 enemies in order for the doghouse glitch to work the way that I need it to. You see the doghouse glitch. It's very easy. Name kind of says what it is. But what isn't readily why the number of monsters I kill is important, because you can see not only are all the tiles glitched out, and that happens regardless of whether or not I kill, but I'm able to walk on tiles that I normally wouldn't be on, but you can see some tiles I still can't walk through. Not a perfect walkthrough code, but the movement rules in the channel world, in the doghouse glitch, have you those movement rules by the number of enemies I killed before I went. The game sheet keeps track of that to determine when you should get a Guardian Acorn or a piece of power. So that's why the variable is there in memory to begin with. But for 100%, obviously we're going to pick up 100% of the items, but even though I'm using many other glitches like screen warping and doghouse glitch and things like that, one glitch I'm still not going to use any kind of item duplication. Item duplication is banned even in the mainstream 100% categories. In my I guess in my opinion, 100% getting 100% of the items shouldn't be getting 100% of the items, not getting half of the items, getting them, getting to 100%. Since this is kind of my category, this category is kind of my baby. That's just the way I'm deciding to play it. You could save quite a bit of time if you're excellent at mashing by duplicating, especially seashells, but also pieces of heart too. But I don't think that's as fun. I don't knock people who can do it though. I'm not trying to say that's a less skilled run or anything like that. It's just not something I'm interested in. And it also stays in line with the rules that determined by the community. See, I skipped one of the enemies there. This time I need 6. I'm going back into the doghouse. You hit those little ledges as Link is coming down, he drops down much faster. You can save a little bit of time that way. Single digit. For that particular jump, for time it out at least. This is the first fishing minigame to appear in the Zelda series. And, you know, being a Game Boy game, it's pretty simple. The only thing I really want for 100% big fish right here underneath my feet, but the little runt that I grabbed first is just in the way, and you end up having to kill. If you open the save and quit menu at the end of your fishing trip, you can move to the right, drop into the inside of the doghouse. This is what it's supposed to look like on the inside. It's just a neat little shortcut to get that seashell, and back down here is where we want to go. Can things like screen warp into Kennel World? If you're just like exploring the trick for the first time, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing that going vertically. It usually is okay, but whenever I've had something go wrong in the Kennel World when screen warping, it's been when trying to go up and down. Now we're inside Dungeon 3. As I was saying earlier, we're not allowed to duplicate items. Even though we didn't come in through the front door, the game thinks I'm in Dungeon 3. It's showing me the Dungeon map. And, everything I pick up here, counting towards my Dungeon 3 progression, take on it. There we go. I need that nightmare key to get to the boss room later. I want the power boot. Oh. You know. Now, because I'm getting rid of the shovel so early in the game, I need to make an extra trip here. Pick up this seashell. Get going here. Pick up that seashell. Then to come down here and pick up the key to get into Dungeon 3. When I come back through here later in the playthrough as part of the natural route, I don't have the shovel anymore. Very important I grab it here and not forget, or it's going to be 99%. I'll be very... Now I'm simply bad guys, other trip. See. It is not faster to dash there. I was just... No! Got the tech box. Get out of there! You see, things are really not working the way they're supposed to in Kennel World. I actually dodged that guy! Then I ran right into the wall, but he didn't hit me with his sword. It's like the first time ever I've dodged that sword. The only thing I want from Dungeon 4 right now is the flippers. Away. Here, solve a little puzzle. Not really much of a puzzle, it's just, you know... Hit the mark without doing what I just did and going out of order. Running out of hearts. Oh, now. Get up here. And now we're ready for Dungeon 8. We actually have every item we need to explore anywhere we'd want to. Flippers for the water, power bracelets, Rock's Feather. We could, anything we want to game right now. But, being reverse boss order, we do have a set determined route through the... It's here in Dungeon 8. Green warp. A ton of that in this room. Come up here and get the fire rod. Green warp again. this weird room. That's kind of the default room that you know, gets copy and pasted to fill out blank spots in the map. Not like a generically programmed. You are actually navigating the game map, as you can see. I was able to know exactly where. Even if it doesn't look like changing room. Back to this entrance for. Get right up, nudge right against the wall here to do a super jump, and now we're in the boss room. Get the nightmare key and all the little puzzles. No, don't hit me. Regardless of if I had max health or not, the boss here does 4 hearts worth of damage, and it's not really feasible to get 5 hearts, and then get here quickly. First boss in the game can one-shot you. Make for a bad time. You look at the detail timer, you see that this is a 10, 11 minute or so segment. We have a lot of errands to run. We have many errands to run before we head to dungeons. There too. Quick drop. Is that going to miss? It looked like it was just gonna fly right off the screen. That little corner, that corner gets me like that. Truth be told, I can do those super jumps lower to the ground every time these. I can do them closer to the bottom near the entrance, even where the cracked tiles are, but it's safer not have the cracked tiles to. Cracked tiles can be very unforgiving. Have a tendency to break it. Opportunity. That seashell I grabbed, the first seashell I grabbed, oh no, is the one that's in the hidden room in Dungeon 1. The second one I grabbed, actually the seashell that's not in the moat around Camelot Castle, but it's in that little room on the outside of Camelot Castle that you're only supposed to be able to get to with the flying roost. Obviously, you get there much faster by using green warps, but it's very important I don't go up the staircase there. If I go up the staircase, I can't save and quit to leave. I have no flying roosters, so I'm stuck there. That's the one room we can't get into with the inventory I have right now. And not only can I not leave, but if I wanted to, I can't enter that cave outside even all the couple variants here in the forest too while we're here. Oh yeah, by the way, the 3 shrines that can upgrade your inventory are actually all right next to each other on the world map. You know what I think I've forgotten to do? Did I get the ocarina? Yeah, I got the ocarina. Oops, I didn't mean to save it there. Sugar. Thing. I'm even doing at the boy. I can save a little time the next time I had to do it. shortcut. Got it. And so we transformed. What's his name? Raccoon State. We can now go to Marin and learn Song 1. Since we screen warp over the loading zone, the sprites don't change. Ooh. Boo-doo-boo. Boo-dee-boo. Since I didn't go in the door, I can save and quit and go. Right back to the I have one I needed. That extra save and quit I didn't need to take it. This piece of heart I can come back and get later. I'm just getting it now because it's convenient. This seashell I'm about to pick up though. When I come here later, it's another thing that I won't have the shovel when I come back. Grabbing the seashell, but I'm not grabbing the other piece of heart that's one room to the right of me, because I would have to go inside the cave to do that, and that would mean I can't save and quit back to here, which is where I want to go next. Hey Renzer, thank you for the well wishes. Screen warp. Get around the corner. A few more things before we hit them. A first try. And don't need that last screen. It's probably a little bit. It's definitely a little bit faster. At that point, you're likely to fall into the pit and have to save and quit and reset anyway. I go in the little hut there. It's the the Rooster hut rather. And Luigi is in there, and he takes care of chickens in this. He's one of the numerous cameos. Really just a little side project that was being made for fun. You know, exploring if a Link game, a Zelda game rather, could be made for Game Boy. Really just a whole lot of fun. Wasn't going to be a commercial product at first, which explains why all these videos. The game ended up being so much fun, they decided to go all in on the project and proper funding and production. We'll also see. It's called Anti-Kirby in this. A kind of a Kirby appearance. Dungeon 7. I'm like a minute ahead of schedule. I probably. I either missed something or had better luck. Maybe it's just not so much time I saved in the cave, not falling in. If I miss something, I'll realize it probably in half an hour. Here's Kirby. Bye, Kirby. Even quit now. I do kind of like a half wall super jump here. Still doesn't just make it. Can't just jump on top of those points. There are various heights of super. That's the only case, as far as I know, that's the only case where the height of your super jump. That's the mirror shield. It's used pretty much only to get into Dungeon 7, I think. I mean, get into Dungeon 8, but we're not going to end up using that either. A couple of more screen warps we can get on top of Dungeon 7. Again, skipping all of the puzzles. We skipped the 4 pillars, cannonball, the mini boss, and the nightmare key. All of it. The boss. I missed it. There's a quick kill you can get, and no, there's a quick kill you can get without taking damage. Just haven't quite figured it out yet. So I went going for another method where I kind of just try and get the positioning right here on top, and that too. Okay, now I'm really confused. Right now I'm super confused. What are these splits? Am I in my swordless splits? No, I'm not in my splits. The swordless splits say don't pick up the sword. What am I forgetting to do? No way I'm just... I'm gonna throw it all the way in Dungeon 5, so I don't know why I'm questioning it. I could just get all these screen warps right in a little row. I could save quite a bit of time on that. Just on that little walk there. I generally miss a couple of them. Unless my PB was that bad if they're... Oops! Look at this, I'm missing it. Oh great, I don't have the shell count. Yes I do, I see it. Yeah, okay. I haven't forgotten any. Jeez, do I really fall down that often in the cave? My PB in the caves, not bad, I guess. And the reason why my Dungeon 7 split is so good is because I always forget to get the shell and I have to come back. I'm in the cave. That's a lot of fun. Or out of bounds. Oh no, get stuck. Don't get stuck. Every time I open... You can open the save and quit menu to skip a text box after you open a chest. But for only for rupee chests and only in Japanese, it's slower to open the save and quit. And I just cannot have it. That little room right there is a lot harder in swordless. Because if you don't have the sword, you can't steal the bow. You can't steal anything. Have the fire rod and bomb. Shoot, missed the quick door there. Oh, and it. Oh. Oh. Good. Oh, that was a hit. I might be able to get 3 in. Yes! The timing to get 3 hits in is really easy when you come in the front door. It's a lot harder when you're coming in from the side and the stupid pot is in the way. I don't think I get it in my PB either. Well, maybe I do. I'm gonna be right in line. Yeah, so I must have it in my PB too. Curious, am I voice dating? Yeah, should I turn the, I'll turn the voice date off. Or at least turn it down. I generally don't have a problem with it, but I thought I was noticing that too. Oh, come on. Those, Parabomber bombs can give you quite a damage boost. If they shoot you in the right direction. Especially in the water, they give you quite a lot of momentum, but, they can hit you underwater, shoot. And they generally aren't pushing you in the right direction. I have to get this wall clip here, or get stuck in the wall. The other side. Oh, I didn't necessarily mean to do that twice. Oh, but it worked out okay in the end. Always forget which square it's under. This is the first, and I think the only time in this category we use the bomb trigger glitch. If you drop 2 bombs in a 4-frame window, as you can see, the game gets confused a little bit and just decides to play whatever cutscene or event is programmed to occur on the screen, regardless of whether or not you meet the other requirements. In the main category, which would ban most of the glitches I'm using for this run, they still use the bomb trigger glitch to wake up the walrus without getting Marin. You can also use it to open Dungeon 8 without the ocarina. And you can also use it to make the music play in front of the windfish egg. And you don't need the ocarina to open the egg, but you still need all 8 instruments. It's useful for a couple other things like the trading sequence there. And you can use it to duplicate seashells as well. But item duplication is still banned. Oh. That might work. Yes. Those little guys with the little shields on their noses, they are a pain in the ass. No other way to describe it. The shields block the fire rod from what seems like 3 directions, but isn't always 3 directions. Only sometimes. I didn't go in the room earlier to explain it, but each room in Link's Awakening, in order to save on memory, is only programmed to keep track of 1 item per room. So the item in the room on the right is a small key, but if I screen warp over, the item stays on the screen. Since the only item that can be in the room on the left is the hook shot, the small key changes to a hook shot. And best of all, since I haven't picked up an item in this room, I can come back and pick up the small key and continue on in the dungeon. Oh, I need that chest right there because it's got 200 rupees in it. And after that chest, I will be done with rupees for the game. And I open the menu again. Need to. Where's the sword? Oh, it's right there. I just dropped it. It's also the first time we're going to use the fire rod trick. Over here. And when I get it, you'll see it because the game will start to lag a little bit. Right there. If you pause the game as the game is drawing the fireball sprite on the screen, it'll just keep drawing fireball sprites until it runs out of memory. If you do that right on the edge of the screen, when you change screens, there will not be enough room in memory to draw the sprites for the enemies on the next room, and you can make everything in the next room disappear. And those... oh man, I got it this time. If you get those two screen warps in a row, you can go right into the boss room. If you get only the first one but not the second one framed perfectly, because they both have to be framed perfect. If you miss the second one, it puts you in a room with the nightmare key, which saves you a little bit of time, but not as much time as getting them both. Oop, and right into it. That guy takes 8 hits, no matter what level sword I have, and no matter what type of damage I do. I can use spin slashes. It would still take 8 spin slashes. I had the level 2 sword and a piece of power. Not only would it still take 8 hits, but the piece of power would give him extra iframes. So it's the one instance in the main categories where you don't want the piece of power. It cannot slow you down. Because he takes 8 hits, you can get 4 hits in on each cycle. So missing even one of them is disastrous. Because where he shows up is RNG, and you have to wait for a 3rd cycle. And on the 3rd cycle, I think he can start spawning fakes. It gets really messy. I'm going to hide in this cave, so that when I save and quit in a minute, I'll be right back at the entrance. So the screen warp to get on top of this cave to come and get a seashell. Do it again to go to the right of the cave. Grab this. Then save and quit. This time I'm gonna go inside the cave. Oh, right there. I'm not gonna show it off too much because I have a pretty decent time going. The ocarina is a pain to menu around. I haven't done speedruns for Links to the Past, but I've been told it works like the bottle menus in Link to the Past. When you so much as highlight the ocarina, a submenu appears showing you what songs, if any, you have. While the submenu is appearing, you cannot move the menu at all. You're just stuck there watching this little box appear. Then when the box appears, you can no longer move left and right, because left and right is now how you pick your song that you're going to play. So it's a real pain in the neck to have to try and navigate around in the inventory screen. If I were one of the higher level runners like Zorlax 7, he has this whole... he doesn't just have like the speedrun route, he has a menuing route. He knows exactly where his items are at all times without having to look. He could probably menu blindfold it. So, as far as I know, he hasn't done a blindfolded run yet. It's not an exaggeration of how precisely he has his menus planned out. Oops, I walked right over the stairs. This category used to have a route where you would land right in the room that this seashell is on. You'd land here. But the route has changed, and ever since then, it's a good 25% chance I forget to come and get that seashell. But telling that little story like I just did is helped remind me not to get it. I'm gonna go turn in. I'm gonna go trade my shovel for the boomerang now. If I could keep the shovel around, I would, because it's actually useful in the last boss fight. It's not required at all. It just looks cool and swaggy to do so. But the shovel's the only item that's expendable at the moment, unfortunately. And you'll keep 6 bad guys, as you might imagine, for another trip into the doghouse. 1. I do have to wait for the sprite to entirely disappear. Almost wait for the item to drop, if there is one. That's a really easy way to miscount. And miscounting is pretty bad for the doghouse. Not only do you have to go around and kill your 6 enemies again, but certain number doghouses don't let you escape the doghouse with a save and quit. You can get very, very stuck. I'm going to dungeon 4. Dungeon 4. This way. Remember. Oh, I didn't even get the screen work. Get down here. I'll go up the stairs. There's a quick dive there that I also need to take some time and practice. Uh-oh, what did I forget for the Dungeon 4 entrance? Like, really? 24 seconds? I got the art piece. IPB must have... How did IPB with all these mistakes? There's something fishy with these splits. Ah, I didn't get the sword out. I must have trouble with the boomerang screen warps too. It just goes to show there's a ton of improvement on this PB to be had. I might be... Ooh, oh, look what I just did. Oh god, I saved it. Now I can see the audio levels. Maybe I just had the wrong splits open to begin with. Now I can go pick up the, that button. Here we go. The piece of heart I skipped it from the graveyard earlier. That bat. That bat absolutely has it out for me. Dude, go away, bat. That second bat, by the way, he loves just parking right on the steps and waiting for you. He'll just sit and wait. Knock you into the hole. Are you serious? Come on. There we go. Yeah. Just trying to think. I mean, the PB must have had a couple of mistakes getting the screen warps for the boots if it's a 20-second PB. What is surprising is that it's a gold split though. But maybe it's not a gold split by much. Wait, nope, this way. See, I gotta go right to where the Dungeon 3 key is anyway. I'm in the same spot I was in earlier, but I don't have the shovel. Ugh, that ocarina. And this is a good place to save and quit. Because there's some potential for a soft lock up ahead. I keep saying soft lock, it's really just, the game will just freeze. Just flat out freeze. Although there is also potential for a soft lock if I miss, say, a screen warp pretty badly. That is half of a sprite award and then a bunch of gobbledygook sprites to teach you Song 3. Oh, I gotta turn the notes back on. I just bought a Super Famicom, the Japanese Super Nintendo controller, and everything on it is working great. The D-pad on this is not being finicky like every other D-pad or every other controller I have right now. It's a great controller. Everything is snappy and responsive. It's great, but the cord on it is just abysmally short. And if this is the cord length that you put on that NES Classic Edition, I can understand why everybody's biggest complaint is the length of the controller cord. Because everything I've read about it, like the first line is, oh my god, what were they thinking with this controller length? And I'm like, it can't be that bad, right? Like, I just assuming, there's no way it can be that bad. But if this is the length they're talking about, it is that bad. Oh wow, okay. I need that. One key, and we have the one key from earlier, and we have the nightmare key, so we're good to go. Oh. I missed the split. Should have done that. Oh no, because I need the feather. Didn't get it. Nope. Try it again. There you go. You kind of have to be leaning into the corner there. The fire rod makes short work of the eyeballs. It's not even funny. The game is definitely not thinking you're gonna have the fire rod this early in the game. I do know that my Dungeon 3s are typically pretty bad, and that was a very good one. I only need 2 shells. I got the gem shell earlier. This is the first time we're seeing Owlboy here. And it's totally avoidable, but you'd have to skip him twice, first off. And it also requires you to do a screen warp from the water right here. I haven't been going for it. I'm not even sure it's even faster, even if you get it on the first try, by all that much. And it's hard to get the screen warps in the water on the first try anyway. Boomerang's faster for that. This is gonna be a pretty big PB if I don't, goof it up. I haven't missed a piece of heart. It's gonna be a very good PB. Alright, need to kill 6 bad guys. Oh, Ocarina. 3. As I said, I gotta wait for him to finish disappearing. 4. 5. 6. Right way? In the right? Yes, I am in the right kind of world. Oh gosh. That menu though. That's the one I want to screen warp. But that's it to get into Dungeon 2. Boom. Oh. Alright now. Dungeon 2 also is where I do stupid things, like miss a Pole's voice. I had to use all 3 pots. How sad is that? Oops. The only small key I need, we got the Nightmare key. Use the fire rod trick, get on the first try. Second try. Good. Clear out this room and make the staircase appear. That's probably not faster. If I could combine the screen warp with the fire rod trick, that would be something. This boss is actually, in the casual playthrough, he's in Dungeon 2, but he's pretty tough. He'll have, either 4, maybe 5 hearts max, but he has a ton of health. Like, it takes a long time to get through all of his phases when you're not cheating the system. Let me get this combo down. Ooh, eat it. Pretty sure I didn't get that into PB. Seven-second gold. 6.5-second gold. A little more time to save even. Well, it's not a 7-second gold, it's a 7-second. Okay. Am I going that one? I could have screen warped there. Doggone it. I gotta remember I can screen warp there. And here. And here again. And in here, just so I can save and quit there later if I miss these screen warps. I didn't. Alright, need the small key. Nightmare key, save and quit. Now we go. Right to the boss room. Got it. Probably a little slower if you don't get it on the first try, honestly. At least one of the first 2 tries. Oh no! That bonk almost cost me the gold split. I think maybe I just didn't realize how bad the PV was. I was really excited I cut it under an hour. Still plenty of ways it could go wrong. I need one more. I'm hoping I only need one more piece of heart, otherwise rip PV. Sure. I would have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I got it. Give me the screen warp. Give me this one too. I didn't get it. Oh, I got it. Come on now. Get over there. More fun with screen warping, because this lady's right next door to the well, apparently, where the first piece of heart of the game is. Good. Didn't miss any. We still need to get the Dungeon 6 key, so we're gonna get that too. And this lady's pretty close to the Dungeon 6 key. It's a very conveniently placed house. I'm gonna screen warp on the first one. Left, second room that I can have 2 rows in. That's one. This is the second room. I gotta move down a little. Go. Fire rod. There we go. Here's the Armo Shrine. Where Dungeon 6 key is. Of course, we've already cleared Dungeon 6, but that's alright. Oops, wait, no. I gotta let this cutscene play out or it doesn't actually go into inventory. Go for the screen warp, but I may not get it. Ah, diggity dog. Yeah, I knew there was a pretty easy time save there, because I usually make a wrong turn going for the Dungeon 6 key. But now if I hit my quick kills and I don't get trolled by the boss, we're gonna have a very nice PV here. We're starting to get both quick kills, including this one. I missed it, I missed it, I missed it, I missed it, I missed it. Missed it, missed it, missed it. And then I missed the medium kill. Oh, my gosh. And then I should have put the boots on, and I didn't. Ugh, where are the boots? Alright, from this point forward, this phase is completely RNG based. It's 50-50 if he gives me something I can reflect or a fake shot. There is no cap to the number of fake shots he can throw at me. He gave me none. He gave me 0. As long as I didn't miss that quick kill, good. Because missing that quick kill can be a pain in the butt, because he'll just start crawling all over the place. With the level 2 sword, he doesn't take too many hits to bring down, but still, I don't want to be chasing him. Doc Arena's in the way! Alright. It's easy street from here. You just jump and dodge and wait for your chance to hit. The boomerang is a one-hit kill, though. Quite anticlimactic. I suppose it's your reward for finishing the whole trading sequence. Because it's only required up to a point. Timer ends when the screen fades to white. Nice! And a gold split on the boss, and I missed the quick kill.